Hi, thanks for joining me for Pilates today. Let's come and start by laying down. So just laying down with your knees bent and your feet hip width apart. A nice way to find where the position of your feet is to start with your feet together, knees together and inner thighs together, and then just separate the feet outwards. So you're in a V position, and then lift up the heels and make the feet parallel. And that should be a good position for your feet to be. Just thinking about reaching the fingertips down towards the heels to keep the shoulders away from the ears. And then from here, let's start by moving the pelvis forward and backwards. So tucking the pelvis towards the ribs and then in the opposite direction. So just a nice little roll forward and backwards. It's nice to breathe in as you take the pelvis away from you, creating a little arc in the lower back, and then breathing out as you flatten your lower back into the ground and the ribs come down towards the pelvis. Just connecting your movement with your breath. So breathe in as you reach away, and then breathe out as you roll the pelvis towards the ribs. And feel the effect of this all the way up through your spine. You might even feel your head move with your body, and that's fine. You also want to think about keeping your knees still, so watching that they don't splay out to the sides. And a nice even pressure through your feet, and width across the front of the chest, and length at the back of the neck. If you draw your chin slightly in towards your throat, you can find that nice length through the back of the neck. And then coming back to where you find neutral, the natural curve of your spine, and finding evenness through both feet, through the front of the foot and the back of the foot. Take a breath in to start, and then as you breathe out, roll the pelvis towards your ribs and press down evenly through the whole foot to roll the spine up into your bridge. So resting here between your shoulder blades, take a nice breath in, and then as you start to breathe out, soften the chest and roll your body back down to the mat. That's good. And again, breathing in as you touch down, and then breathing out, roll the pelvis and press down through your feet up into your bridge. So think about creating a really long line through the body from the knee to the shoulders, and reach the knees out over the toes. Breathing in, and then start to breathe out and lay your body back and down. Find the middle of your spine and find each part of your spine as you roll down. And breathing in here, and then breathing out to articulate the spine up segmentally. Find your hamstrings and glutes switched on at the back of your body, and then rolling back and down. Feeling the sternum melt down first, and then laying your spine down. Good. And again, rolling up. Another nice way to turn the back of the body on is to think about drawing the heels up towards the shoulder blades. So your heels don't actually move, but it's a sense of reaching the heels up towards the shoulder blades, and you'll find the back of the legs switch on and your glutes are nice and active, and then rolling back down. Good. This time, come up onto the ball of foot so that you're up onto your tippy toes. Toes are spread out nice and wide. And again, just the same thing, rolling up but onto your tippy toes. Good. Pause here and then pop one heel down onto the ground without letting the hips shift from side to side, and then drop the other heel so that you're moving in a prancing-like motion. But the thing to do and remember is to keep the hips level. So keep the tummy drawing in. That's it. one more on each side. And then nice breath in, and then rolling down as you breathe out. Place both heels down on the ground now. Bring the arms up over your chest, palms facing together. And again, we'll roll up, really warming up the spine, finding some nice movement through each part of the spine. Reach the arms up overhead. If your hands don't touch the ground, that's fine. Just bring them to where is comfortable. Breathing in and then rolling down, but leaving the hands where they are for an increased stretch through the side of the body. That's it. And then float the arms back up over your chest. One more like this. Nice breath in, and then breathing out, roll the pelvis up to the ribs, pressing down through the whole foot. And then as you come up into your bridge, allow the arms to come overhead, squeeze the glutes. Nice breath in, and then breathing out, melt the front chest down away from your fingertips. So reach out through your fingertips and find more length in your spine than you had before. And as you touch down, just sweep the arms around beside you and bring them down alongside your body. Now, next thing to do is we'll interlace the hands and pop them behind the back of the head, going into some chest lifts now. So again, we breathe in to get ready and then breathe out to lift up, and you look over towards your thighs. Find your tummy dropping down, keeping a nice stability through the pelvis, and then roll back and down. Breathing in to get ready, and then feel the ribs funnel down as you look up over your soft chest, and then roll the body back down. And again, breathing out to lift up, keeping a nice space between the chin and the chest, and rolling down. And it's nice to keep your elbows where you can see them in your peripheral vision. So thinking about that connection through the deep abdominals, like a wrapping around feeling, or a corset or a belt tightening around your waist, and keeping the tailbone reaching in the opposite direction, and then we'll roll back and down. Good. This time let's take one leg up into tabletop and then bring the other leg up as well. And just the same thing, come up into your chest lift position. And then from here, reach the arms towards the thighs, lift yourself up just that little bit more. And now here's the challenge, stay exactly where you are, take the arms back behind the head, and then roll the body back down. And again, nice breath in. Now breathe out, use your breath to help you. And then reach, breathing in. And then exhale, float the arms behind the head, and then roll the body back down. If you're finding this very challenging, you can do it with your feet down on the ground. Otherwise, you can keep your legs where they are. Breathing in, out to lift up, reach, lift that little bit further, hands behind the head, and roll down. I think we'll do one more like that. And reach. Elbows reach out to the side as you lift up, so you've still got that nice width across the front of the chest. And then rolling down. Put one foot down, and then the other. And just have the arms down beside you. Walk the feet in together. And we'll go into our side to side. Have a nice stretch out. So take the knees over to one side. Keep both shoulder blades down on the floor. And the knees stacked and the feet stacked. So you roll onto the outer edge of one foot and then bring the legs back into center. And then take the knees over to the other side, finding a nice twist through the lower spine, and bring the legs back. So just watch that you're keeping both shoulder blades down, and breathe out to bring the knees back using the side tummy. And you can take the head in the opposite direction as your legs. Good. Right, separate the toes again into that V position and then lift up the heels and bring yourself back into parallel. Let's take the hands up over the chest and reach the arms back overhead and then bring them back over your chest. And again, breathing in and out. Watch that the ribs don't flare out as you take the arms overhead. Keep them connected in. And just one more like this. This time we're going to take the arms overhead, breathe in, and then as the arms come up over the chest, lift up into a chest lift and reach the arms down towards your heels. Length at the back of the neck and feel the shoulder blades drop down, and then roll the body down, arms reach up to the ceiling and then overhead again. Nice breath in and then breathe out as you arc the arms forward, lifting up into a chest lift, reaching the fingertips long, and then roll the body down. Take the arms with you. And again, breathing out to look forward and back. And one more. And back and down. Good. Let's take one leg up into tabletop and then bring the other one up as well. Again, nice breath in and lift up into that chest lift position with your fingertips reaching long. From here, reach one leg away from you and bend one knee into your body, and then we change. So you want your legs to remain parallel so that the leg doesn't rotate outwards, and you're keeping your shoulders down away from your ears. If you feel this going into your neck, you can always put your hands behind your head and let your head be heavy into your hands to avoid any tension. And then bring both knees in, hug the knees into your chest and take a lie down. You can rock your body from side to side. And then coming back to stillness. Take one foot down and then the other. Bring yourself up to sitting now. Have a little side stretch to finish. So sitting up in a Z-sit position, so one leg in front of the body and one foot comes behind. And we'll take the arms out wide and coming over to your mermaid stretch. And then think of up and back to center. Up and over and back. So stretch out with your fingertips and make a big arc with your arm. Feel all the way to your fingertips. And over. And as you put this arm down, if you bend the elbow towards your body, it keeps your shoulder down away from your ears. Another thing to think about is reach the opposite hip down towards the ground, and that increases the side stretch here and allows the ribs really to flare open and stretch. Good. Swivel the legs around to the other side. So sitting up nice and tall so you can feel both sit bones anchored down. Arms out nice and wide, and then we'll take a breath in as you go up and over and back to center. So think about reaching over, anchor the opposite hip down, breathe into those side ribs, and just watch that you don't come forward in your side stretch. So you want to watch that you're not rounding forward, that you come directly over to the side. And last one on this side. Good. Thanks for joining me.